Bop. We're now recording.
Wait, Ricky, I'm eating.
We're recording that too.
No! Alright, I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah. Let's go.
Alright. So we have here Doki
Goopy Reading Club.
Right. That's what we have.
It's like a turn, it's okay.
Whoa! Women!
Wowee!
That's crazy.
Are they of age?
No.
Well, awesome. Alright, let's
Alright,
go.
this is getting deleted.
No! I mean, yeah, wait, yes, probably. Let's go.
Probably.
Make
All
a
right.
decision.
So we have here Doki Literature Club. Casey and I have never played this game. We're blind, pretty much, as to what it is.
It's just a wholesome little thing.
We know it's a visual novel, but that's about it. So, I'm gonna go ahead and hit new game. All right, Casey, what should our name be?
Fuck. What's the guy's name on Family Feud? Steve Harvey.
You want our name to be Steve Harvey?
I think so. Do you not agree?
No, I don't agree.
What do you think?
What about
it should
just
be?
Steve? What about just Steve?
Well, that's like
Like
Minecraft.
a double, yeah.
We'll go with Steve.
Okay. But we know what it means. It stands for Steve Harvey.
Right, right.
Alright, let's go. My pussy's wet.
Steve is ready to be.
She was a girl.
Steve.
I don't know if it's that type of game.
Alright, before we start, so you have your main character, who is, I guess, doubles the narrator, and then you have the four girls. You can choose to voice whoever you want, that's fine. Do you want me to voice anybody? Be the narrator or something?
So is question mark the narrator?
No, that's just a person.
Oh,
Dang
okay.
it.
So we don't know who this is yet.
I can pick. This can be you, Casey.
Okay. Hey. Okay,
Ricky,
this
I
is
think-
the narrator.
Ricky, I think it'd be good if you voice the main character, and then Casey can voice. I don't know. I guess you can voice all the girls if you wanted to, or I can voice somebody.
Okay, that might be a lot. We'll see.
All right, let's just go and redo it.
Is this the
This is you,
narrator?
Ricky.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
me.
this is the main character / narrator.
Okay. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but just kinda works out because you've known each other for so long.
So related.
We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. God! Christ.
I overslept again! But I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Oh, that's you.
Oh,
wait,
that's
no, who's
me?
Steve? That was Steve, yeah.
Oh, that was
That
Steve.
That
Okay.
would be.
Who was Steve?
There's a history button on the bottom left that'll let you see the thing that was last said.
Yes,
Okay,
but who is voicing Steve?
Me.
Steve is main character. That is Ricky.
Oh, okay. But
So-
Ricky's narrator.
Narrator is Steve.
Yeah, narrator and main
is
character.
Like Steve's thought.
Oh, okay. And you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Steve.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
You're not a couple.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school.
I just want you to know I'm deeply invested already.
As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Steve, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club?
I told you already.
That's
I'm
me.
really not
That's
interested.
me. I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
God, Steve, make up your mind.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average.
On the average.
On the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh. I was talking I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're really happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
That's a need. It's like a shut-in.
Not employed, educate something. It's like you don't work, you don't go to school, you don't do anything.
Oh. You trust me, right? Oni-chan? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yeah!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head.
This is just like the real life relationship with Casey and Ricky. That's crazy.
The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know...
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club!
Sayori?
Yeah?
There is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie!
Why did you voice that so accurately?
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature.
Baka.
In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please?
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well... You see, I kind of told you the club yesterday I would bring... I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Yeah.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go! I don't know what that symbol means, by the way, so I just make that noise.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here!
You're doing that every time.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
The room is empty. Girl one. So James, are you doing this or am I?
I have a character in mind that I'll voice, and how about this? We'll split it. There's 4 girls. You can voice 2, and I can voice 2.
Okay, do you want this girl or do you think I should do another one?
I think... God, honestly, you would be great in both roles. I'll voice this one.
Okay.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Okay, so this will be me?
Yeah, she's a small little brat.
Seriously? You brought the boy?
Alright.
Where did... I can't do it. I really can't. Way to kill the atmosphere!
That's quite the accent.
What accent is this?
I don't know.
I think it's made up.
Like, Steve, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. How do I voice ellipses?
I don't know. You could have said ... or you just, be quiet about it. Or say, it's your choice.
This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at?
You're really sticking with it. You're really sticking with it.
Do you think I should change?
I think you should follow your heart. All right.
What do you think I should do?
I don't know. I'm just saying that's quite the accent you have there.
Just
James, what do you think?
She's a little bratty.
You think I should change?
Yeah, you can still have a silly accent, just not that one.
Oh, okay. What are you looking at?
That's fine.
If you want to say... Wait, no. I got a better one. If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
James.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Oh, she's gonna be a senior.
She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Moniki, is that right?
That's right.
Oh, fuck, it says Monica.
It's great to see you again, Steve.
Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Steve. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. Oh, get the cupcakes! Fuck.
It'll stay there.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well?
Dude, I put myself in a bad situation.
Just as you see necessary.
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Saori mentioned, it's been widened so there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Saori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Saori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ah!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Saori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Saori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face.
I wish I'd known that.
I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, why are you thanking... Oh shit, wrong one. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
You baka. You gotta add that in there.
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
Made them for you or... Fuck. Made them for you or anything? Baka.
Oh, I thought you technically did. Saori said...
Well, maybe. But no. But not for you, you know, dummy.
Alright.
Okay, chill.
I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
James, you're so submissive.
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
God, I was gonna make a joke. Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monika really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement.
Nod, nod.
Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically
hate
agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about their literature.
Thought you guys loved reading. So, Steve, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well,
Visual novels.
considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
Yes, that is a teacup. My favorites are usually novels that build deep, complex fantasy worlds.
Is this just like a wholesome game that we're playing?
You caught me. I tricked you into playing a 10-hour wholesome visual novel and nothing happens. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Alright, I think I'm just gonna do my normal voice for her.
That's fine.
I don't want to tire out the joke. I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
Baka. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you,
What? What gives you that idea?
Jeez, calm down. You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give it back!
Fine, fine.
Your... your cupcakes, your poems? Everything you do is just as cute as you are!
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not you!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share
What?
them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself.
Did I hate this girl?
It's because it's me, isn't it? You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Huh?
Oh?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Steve?
Monika smiles warmly at me once again.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, there's still one problem.
Eh? What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and
You baka.
I lose my train of thought.
Steve Harvey, you take that back.
All four girls
dare
stare
you.
back at me with dejected eyes.
But... I'm sorry, I thought...
Steve,
Look, you made all these anime girls sad.
you all... Oh,
no.
that's you.
You all...
They both start with it. What was that noise?
What noise?
I heard a crispy noise.
Yeah, I heard
A
it too. I
crunchy
don't know what
noise.
it was.
Oh, I don't know. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.